Hello, and welcome to another edition of Do Something. Today, we are going to be talking to a very interesting person who is also a personal friend who I met through activism. So, you see, activism can be fun and social. Her name is Cherie Shore. She is retired from a career in telecommunications, where she also did a lot of project management. She is now dedicating her life to political activism and is the head of a group that I belong to called Civic Sundays, which you've heard me mention here numerous times. Civic Sundays is a Los Angeles based group where we actually do something every single Sunday for 2 hours. And we've been doing it since 2017. So, Cherie is also a very good cook and a master baker. And that is what we're going to be talking to her about today, because she is applying those skills to bake sales in service of democracy. So here we go. Hello, Cherie, and welcome to Do Something.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about how you got involved in Civic Sundays.
After Trump was elected the first time, um, I cried for a week and then realized that I needed to do something.
Mm-hmm.
So I went looking for a group that I could work with, and I eventually found a group that was very close by called Civic Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
And Civic Sundays, when I first showed up, it was in a private home. It was
Everybody as freaked out as you were.
Yes, everybody was as freaked out as I was, but everybody was doing something. They were all taking action. And I said, this is what I was after.
But you also introduced a bunch of different types of actions. I mean, we spoke
Yes,
with Meredith about Freeway Mavericks.
right,
You guys were instrumental in getting my project off the ground, Truth Bombs.
right.
But part of the ongoing panoply of actions that Civic Sundays offers is bake sales.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Well,
all that. Yes.
actually, I held the first bake sale before Meredith and I took over.
So tell me about why you thought bake sales were a good idea, how you envisioned they would fit into the activism action choice.
Bake sales serve several functions. The first one, of course, is to raise money for our own operations.
Mm-hmm. And just to clarify, even though we are all volunteers, we still need postcards, we still need stamps, we still need
Yes,
supplies, right? And that's
right.
what the fundraisers, some of the money from the fundraising from bake sales went to.
Yes. Our first donation was to Field Team 6,
Mm-hmm.
an organization that focuses on
Registering Democrats.
registering Democrats.
Tell us about what goes into organizing and putting on a bake sale.
Well, the most important and critical decision to make is the location. You need to have a crowd already there. You
So
can't
it doesn't
expect.
have to be a farmer's market,
No.
but it needs to be something that has foot traffic.
Yes,
Definitely has to have foot traffic. Okay.
you have to have foot traffic. You can't expect to just put up a sign, a bake sale sign, and draw the amount of foot traffic that you will need. You
Right.
have to have the foot traffic already there. You have to have signage,
Mm-hmm.
and the signage has to reflect what you're going to do with the proceeds of this bake sale.
So what does your sign say?
So I'm currently in the process of making new bake sale signage, and it's going to say
Okay.
bake sale to defend immigrants and fight ICE, because that's very meaningful in Los Angeles.
Right. This is, and the message will change regardless, depending on
Yes,
where the bake sale, because every state and every city has
of
its own
course.
issues. So
Yes.
this is where your own personalization for your bake sale comes. And it doesn't necessarily have to be for political purposes, right? You
No.
can raise money to start a community garden
Yes.
or to feed the homeless cats in the neighborhood or whatever it is. But
Well, for example, the first bake sale of this year,
mhm,
the proceeds went to Habitats for Humanity
there you go.
because it was right after the Altadena fire.
Right. Which of course, again, is a local. I mean, I think one of the one of the attractions of doing a bake sale is it's very homey. And I know who doesn't like a good chocolate chip cookie, right?
Yes.
And I think that that draws out the humanity in people. But do you donate your? What I was going to say is that it's best. Bake sales are best if you use the funds for things that are more local than they are national, which doesn't mean you can't donate to national, but the nature of a bake sale is best suited for local issues and things that actually touch human beings personally. I think that makes the
I think
success.
that it depends. There's a national organization that popped up after Roe v. Wade was overruled.
Mhm.
A national organization that fills the gap for women in red states to be able to reach an abortion provider.
How do you go about choosing who to send your hard baked money to?
Hard baked. It's usually based on what issues are uppermost in people's minds right now.
How do you find your bakers, and what is it? What is the ask?
We have a spreadsheet online that's a Google sheet,
Mhm,
and we ask the Civic Sundays members
mhm,
to sign up if they are bakers.
mhm.
If they are not bakers, we ask them to sign up to actually work that day.
Right, because that's the other part of it. It's not just
Yes,
baking, it's somebody to sell it and to collect
yes,
the money and
right.
and do you do anything other than cash?
Oh, yes.
Hmm.
That's important. We accept Venmo. We accept PayPal. Electronic payment is a very big thing, and you will find that people pay will donate more
Hmm.
because we do not price this per cookie.
Hmm.
That would
Whatever
that
you want, right? So
whatever you think. Well,
guilt them out of their money. Yes.
yes, last year response was, "How much is democracy worth to you?"
Oh, there you go. Excellent.
And so that's how you get people to pay $20 for a cookie.
Yeah, I've worked at your big sales a couple of times, and that is the answer. And people sometimes just stop by to say hi and drop money in. So it's
Absolutely.
a very uh, humane way to collect money for causes. And you also have cookies for doggies, right?
Oh, yes.
There's also somebody who bakes
Dog cookies.
dog cookies.
Yes.
We have been very supportive of other people wanting to create civic Sundays where they live. And we have a toolkit to help you start your own civic Sundays anywhere in the nation. And start with two or three people in your living room, which is exactly how our Civic Sunday started. Because this is a format that is very social, very flexible, and can help people get involved in activism in a way that you hadn't imagined.
Absolutely.
So, Cherie, thank you. Thank you so much for taking time on Saturday to join us and tell us about bake sales. Um, Maybe I can tempt you to share a really good recipe with us to reward our viewers.
I could probably do that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And
Thank you.
look forward to everybody's bake sales, submitting them to getting out there and doing something sooner rather than later. Bake sales are fun and social and make people happy. For these reasons, my risk factor level for this action is low.